Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks. So this is a story from the USA, Satan After School Club. This is an interesting one as there are a lot of similarities I see with this and a lot of other things going on at the moment. If you recall, over Christmas there was the baby Baphomet stunt that this organization, the Satanic Temple, placed in the Illinois Capitol building, and they do this and are allowed to do this on the basis of religious equality. And if an organization or a building say no, then the Satanic Temple say this is illegal and take legal action against them. And now we see this here. Permission slips popped up earlier this week in the lobby of Jane Addams Elementary School in Moline that appeared to invite students to join something called the After School Satan Club. It turned out to be a real offer to join a club. The After School Club, founded by members of the Satanic Temple who offer it to schools that have after school clubs offered by religious organizations such as the Child Evangelism Fellowship. It says here the After School Satan Club is intended to act as an alternative offer to religious after school programs, especially to kids who may not be able to go home straight after school. It says here if you're going to open a public forum up to one religion, you open it up to all of them, said Lucian Greaves, co-founder of the Satanic Temple. And this of course has caused much upset, which is obviously the intent, as you can see here.
The After School Satan Club hosting its first meeting. It happened earlier this afternoon at Jane Addams Elementary in Moline. The club stirring up controversy online after parents shared photos of the promotional flyer from the club. Students had to get permission from their parents before attending that meeting. Local 4 News crews saw protesters across the street from the school this afternoon just before the meeting started. The club will meet once a month until the end of the school year.
This story also has featured quite extensively across the fake stream media, newspapers in the UK even talking about it. Even the founder of the Satanic Temple, the so-called leader Lucian Greaves, has done an interview with Tucker Carlson on Fox News. Okay, so it's getting the full treatment on the fake stream media. Very similar to the baby Baphomet story just before Christmas, giving it loads of attention, and the wrong attention in my opinion, because this reminds me of, well, the Satanic Temple remind me of other organizations that seem to like to cause chaos and outrage, such as the Extinction Rebellion and Insulate Britain, who once again were let off by the courts yesterday for causing disruption, as you can see here, both of them. Mind you, Extinction Rebellion and Insulate Britain are the same thing. Anyhow, it reminds me of that. I don't know where the Satanic Temple get their funding, but they must have a big old pot of money. What with commissioning big Baphomet statues. They sued Netflix last year because there was a Baphomet in the show Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which looked a bit like their statue. Dealing with loads of legal issues. I see they used the same lawyer as Alex Jones, which is odd. Anyhow, they must have a big old pot of money hanging around, and the fake stream media love to talk about them. If you remember the Russian Revolution, Spanish flu video I did the other day, and drawing the comparisons with then and now and how the Christian churches came under attack around that time, and also the EU recently trying to ban Christian terms. And this, I feel, is part of that, which I feel the strategy is here, is wherever there is a Christian group, say in this instance a Christian after school group, then these guys, the Satanic Temple, they come along and say, well, we want a Satan after school club to give the children a choice. And that's only fair due to religious equality. And they can do this within a legal framework, so that if a Christian event exists or a Christian statue is somewhere, they can then argue, well, we want a satanic statue, we want a satanic event. And there is some Supreme Court ruling stating that there is when a government operates a limited public forum, it may not discriminate against speech that takes place within that forum on the basis of the viewpoint it expresses. So basically, the school or government building then allows them to set up a baby Baphomet or a statue or an after-school Satan club, because if they refuse, the Satanic Temple, they can legally sue them for discrimination. It's either that or they remove the Christian group or statue, which would remove the Satanic Temple's discrimination argument, as there would not be an opposing religious statue or event in the first place. You get what I mean? And that's the idea. That's the strategy. It's to stop all the schools, in this instance, to have any kind of Christian after-school club or group or anything. Because if they don't have a Christian event, then places like the Satanic Temple cannot come in and claim discrimination because there isn't any other religious event going on. Do you see what I mean? That's what it's about. It's about cancelling out Christian events. Because the schools, the government buildings, the local councils will end up not wanting to have the hassle of dealing with it all. So they will just cancel the Christian events. That's the idea. That's what they're trying to do. That's what I believe they are trying to do. It's a bit like having a party that's open to everyone and a group of people turn up and they are deliberately obnoxious and annoy everyone. And people end up leaving and the organisers of the party end up saying to themselves, "Oh, I don't think I'm going to bother putting another party on." These Satanic Temple people even claim on their website they don't even believe in Satan. I mean, what kind of doublespeak is that? It's all done for shock value. It's all about destabilising, causing outrage, winding people up and trying to get the authorities, the schools, the councils to cancel Christian events because they cannot be bothered to deal with the hassle that they may bring by demanding they have to have an alternative satanic event, which then of course causes outrage in the local area. An alternative satanic event due to religious equality, even though these people claim to not believe in any supernatural figures like Satan. Now, it doesn't make any sense, does it? So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that and how this Satanic Temple, it seems to me, very much like an Extinction Rebellion type of organization. They exist to push an agenda. They use legal loopholes to annoy the public, to stop things. Of course, they also get tons of fake stream media attention, just like Extinction Rebellion, and adopt satanic imagery, very much like Extinction Rebellion. As always, thanks for listening. Come and subscribe to the tribe at hugotalks.com, a place for like-minded souls who don't follow the fake stream media.